Hello everyone and welcome to Caveopolis. This mod pack has been kind of on my radar for a little while. I've actually been playing quite a bit of it over on stream, but I thought it would be interesting to do a few videos to kind of highlight it and explain why I think it's kind of better than Stoneblock despite being very, very similar to Stoneblock. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And like a lot of these mod packs, there is a quest book. You can tie this to a hotkey, or you can access it by going through your menu. And we're just going to go ahead and claim all of these rewards. If you are doing this on your own, I would recommend reading all of this because there is some important stuff. But as I mentioned, I've already played quite a bit of this mod pack on my own, so I'm not going to bother to read. One of the reasons that I like this mod pack a bit more than Stoneblock is because it's very linear. If you see here in the quest menu, we have these levels, and the only way you can progress to the higher levels is by completing certain objectives. So anytime you see a quest with a gear icon, that is actually going to be the quest that's going to move you on to the next level. So in level 1, we have basics. This is just introducing you to some of the basic resources. We have moss blocks, which is again working on those basic resources, and wood tech, which is going to get us to the stone pickaxe, which is going to be what we need for the level 2. There's also smelting, which we can knock out of the way. This first episode, we're actually going to get through pretty much all of level 1. I think we're going to be able to accomplish everything. You don't have to accomplish everything like this. If you look here, it's got an arrow pointing over to the string. That string's kind of like a dead end. We don't need it, but I'm going to go ahead and get it as we go. So there are a bunch of mods in here. The temp pad is actually one of my favorite ones because it just allows you to teleport around. I'm going to add a temp pad location for home. There is also a vein mine in this mod pack. Small square, there we go. And I've gone ahead and bound it to one of my keys. I forget what the default binding is, but yeah, I would go ahead and bind it. That way you can use it more easily. But it does allow for a few different shapes. So you can do a small tunnel, which, if we look here, is just directional straight up ahead. You can do a shapeless, which is just going to be a blob. This is great for like clearing out trees and things like that. You can do an escape tunnel, which is a staircase up. You can do a mining tunnel, which is a staircase down, or you can do my favorite, which is the small square. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out a bit of space in this room. And I'll get back to you guys when I'm ready to take on the first set of quests. Be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cleared out quite a bit of space. The only reason I have not finished clearing out is because I'm running really low on hunger. So one of the big differences between this mod pack and like Stoneblock, for instance, is this is not just a stone world. There are other resources that are available at different Y levels. So stone is only from Y level 90 to 109. Up above we have calcite, so if you look way up there, it's actually switching to calcite. And then down below we switch into bright stone and mossy stone. And we're actually going to go ahead and go down to the mossy stone first, because that is actually going to be where we get our food supply, or at least for the beginning of this mod pack. So we've discovered bright stone. Let me clear that out. Clear this out. Almost there. There we go. We've discovered the mossy stone. Now, my inventory is all full up of stone, so let's go ahead and finish some quests. Can I Come on. Let me load the quests. Okay. Well, I know what some of these quests are. So the first quest we got to do is to make stone. We make stone with stone pebbles in a 2x2. You can actually do this just by pressing K, assuming that you have space in your inventory, which I do not. There we go. So we can just go ahead and craft all of this up. I'm going to leave 4 stacks in the, what's it called, in the pebble form. Oh, there's 5. So mossy balls are just going to be our beginning food supply. We will get a better food source later on. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and figure out what's going on with my quest menu, and I'll get back to y'all in a bit. Be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have no idea what was going on with the quest book, but under basics, we need to make stone bricks, which we can then use for a stone crafting table and stone parts. I know most of these off the top of my head, so I'm going to go ahead and just knock them out. While I'm doing that, I'm going to set up a couple of tempad spots, and let me open the crafting book. We now have torches. Here, 2, 3. This is bright stone. Add red. Oop. Okay, now let's make some stone bricks and a stone crafting table, which I'm going to put in the ground right in the center. Now I can use this to make some of this, and some of this, and 2 of those. Perfect. Okay, let's make some bright stone. Let's make some moss block. Let's make some moss stone. That should be almost everything in this chapter. Now we just need to go up. It's going to take us a little while to get up, and I don't actually want these, so I'm just going to break them. Otherwise, they're just going to clutter up my inventory and my storage. Let's get all the way up to the calcite layer. I am eventually going to make the staircase a little bit more decent. There we go. Got some calcite. And I'm just going to continue mining all the way to the top of the calcite, which I'm already at. Okay, and then east side. Oop, oop. New location. Calcite. And then let's go home. And we need to make calcite. And then just mark that as complete. So we are done with our first chapter. Now we need to work on the moss block chapter. And I'm going to go ahead and break out all of these torches because I want the entire floor to be moss block. And if I have a torch on top, it's not going to spread with bone meal. So I'm just going to spread it all over. Moss is one of my favorite blocks in the game, which is one of the reasons that I made a moss farm in vanilla. Not going to bother doing it here, but okay. So now I can put my torches back and get this out of my eyeball. Gotta love playing early in the morning and just having random stuff in your eyes. So shapeless. I am going to redo that because I want it to look neat. Apparently it won't spread under a chest, but there we go. So I'm going to finish clearing this space out and clear out some space over there so we can work on the next set of quests. Be right back. Okay, so we are back. I've gone ahead and cleared out this area. It does not have as high of a roof as the other area, but I am going to, let me do small square. I am going to go ahead and clear out a little bit more space just because I think I need to have it a little bit, oops. Unfortunately, if you're like at the edge of your reach, the vein mine does not work. It's a little annoying, which is why I've got to like jump up on top of this block. There we go. Okay, now as far as quests, we need to get through the moss block section, and in order to do that, we're going to be bone mealing a whole lot of trees. So I've gone ahead and collected a buttload of bone meal. I actually ended up accidentally making a little mob farm because I did not realize how much space I would be opening up. So here is our wood. Let me clear out some inventory space because Lord knows I need it. Okay. And I need more moss, don't I? Okay. Pick this up. And let's see, we need azalea planks. We are going to need some wooden shears. What else do we need? Gonna need some wooden buckets. I forget what I need. So let's see. Seeds, hoe. We can do a hoe real quick. And then we can take our dirt and we can hoe it. Get some seeds. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out an area here. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me toss down some torches. I've got, there is a mod in here. I forget which one it is, but essentially when you press F7, it shows you where mobs will spawn. So let me toss that down. We'll hoe the dirt. I don't have any water, but that should be good enough. Now, let's see, that's all of this. I need a hammer. I need some bowls. So let's make some azalea planks. Crafting table. Bowls. Some stone, because I need a slab to make the culinary station. So the culinary station is really good for early game food. Essentially, you can toss bowls in there, and then when you take some kind of food, so this right now would give me 2 haunches of hunger and a little bit of saturation, but I can have a bowl that is full of moss balls that gives me a whole bunch more food. You can also use wheat instead of bowls and make some sandwiches. But I'm just going to use the bowls for right now because I do not have wheat. Then we need the hammer, which unfortunately I'm an idiot and I got rid of all of my logs. So shapeless. Good enough. Let me hoe the dirt. There we go. The dirt over here. And I will hoe the dirt and plant the seed. Dirt, hoe, seed. Perfect. Okay. So now, let me get rid of that obituary because I died a couple of times. And I need regular sticks to make the wooden hammer. The wooden hammer is just a 3x3 mining area. It's just like using the small square. So I'm not going to really bother keeping it. And I need the moss carpet to make mossy string, to make green wool, to make a green bed. What did I miss? Oh, it was just delayed. I was going too fast. Okay. Now we have wood tech, and the first step of wood tech is already a wooden bucket. Naturally, from the name, you can probably figure out what I need a lot of is going to be wood. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here. I'm going to mine up a whole bunch of logs, and I'll get back to you when I'm ready to move on. Be right back. Gone ahead and gotten almost 3 stacks of azalea, and I think that's a good enough place to start. Let me get some of this. So, like I mentioned before, I kind of know most of the quests that I need to do. So I'm kind of just going through them in the order I feel like. So the basic barrel, that's not the basic barrel. The basic barrel is our first way that we're going to be able to get water. That's why I needed to get some leaves, because they're going to turn any kind of leaf into water. Oh, we can turn saplings into water. I did not know that. Let me get some saplings. Will it work on azalea? It will. Okay, that's a lot faster. I just need to get two water sources, so that's 2,000 millibuckets, and then we can get going. So there's my first bucket of water, and I'll put it down right here. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 25. Let's just do 9, 10. There we go. So now I've got an infinite water source, and I don't need that anymore. Need the eroder, however. We're going to go right here. And there we go. Into the eroder, I'm going to toss half a stack of logs. So the eroder is an interesting little device. It turns, kind of breaks down material, so wool gets broken down into string. As we go on, we're going to find other sources or other ways to use the eroder. But for now, we get some oak, which I can then use for a drawer. Drawers are going to be kind of my lifeline as far as storage goes. So let me go ahead and make a stone. There we So I just need some string and some cobblestone. Let me get a stack of stone. There we go. Let me make some more drawers. I will eventually need quite a bit more storage. So I've got some cobblestone, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Now I can make a furnace, which I'm going to use to make some charcoal. Meanwhile, this is still going. It's 7. Do 3 more. Another one. I can count. I'm going to turn my charcoal into mini charcoal. That way I don't end up wasting any accidentally. I'm going to toss some wool in here. Get the string. More mini charcoal. And then I'm going to burn a stone block. We are just about done here. We just need to make a pickaxe, but I'm going to finish off this chain first. So smooth stone into the eroder will become gravel, and then gravel into the eroder will become sand, and naturally sand into a furnace will become glass. So I've finished off the smelting chapter, and finally we have our stone pickaxe. So we are completely done with everything in level 1. Next episode, we're going to work on level 2 and start collecting some materials for getting started on our actual automation. So that'll be next episode, but this episode was just getting through all of the beginning stuff. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.